Guys, get excited. Special delivery. Before I forget, there's something that I need to address. I had a very enticing offer in one of my last 5 videos. It was money, free money. All you had to do is follow the instructions, and nobody's done it yet. So you can go back and watch the entire last 5 videos, because I sandwiched it in, I think, somewhere. But anyways, go back, watch the last videos. I understand a lot of people don't like watching the entire video, but if you want to win a couple bucks, go back and watch all 5 of the last 5 videos so we can get you all some money. I'm gonna start doing that, just kind of randomly sprinkling in some offers. And it may not always be money. It might be old parts. Could be money. Could be a meet and greet. I know a lot of you want to meet me. So go check it out. So what we have today is we ordered up. I've been having some issues with my neighbor, and so he doesn't like my loud exhaust. He's about a 60-year-old man that lives with his parents in a house that they're renting next door to me. He doesn't like my loud exhaust. So he's been calling the cops every time I drive by. So what we did was we ordered up an electric cutout from Jegs. Cost about $240 shipped. Granatelli, something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on an electric cutout to where I can still have my basically just coming out from the collector pipe. No muffler, no catalytic converter. At the flip of a switch, I can make it go that way, or I can close that valve off to where it's going to go through just a small muffler, and that way it'll quiet it down. So, you know, I can pick or choose what sound decibel we have going. This is what it actually is. You can grab the part number, you just screenshot it, but it comes with everything you need. I chose the bolt-on style, just because I didn't want to have to do any welding or anything, and this seems a little more temporary. I have future build plans for the truck, but nothing that I'm doing right now. And so I figured this was just a relatively inexpensive and easy way to get the system going, but then take it off if I go a different direction whenever I start my build. So kind of see what all we got in the package. We got some bolt-on clamps, wiring. I think they give you about 15 feet. Some gaskets, mounting hardware. Okay, I guess a little turn down pipe or something. On and off switch. You see it's just a basic little toggle switch here. This is the actual valve. I went with the butterfly valve style. Sorry, I'll try to... The valve itself, I went with the butterfly style versus doing the other kind, which they have one that picture a solid plate right here with a bolt, or I'm sorry, with a little bolt right here. And this whole flap would actually just pivot out of the way. It would just spin down and out of the way and go into a little housing that sits over here. I don't like that style. I think this one's a little sturdier. So we're going to, you see, oh, they actually make it pretty easy. It's just a plug and play connection on that. Okay, cool. So we'll get going on this install. And speaking of my neighbor, what I really should do is do a whole web series on them, a YouTube video channel all about them, because y'all would not even believe the amount of times that the cops have been called over here because of these assholes. So it's maybe we'll sprinkle in a little content here and there, some videos, police reports, that sort of stuff. I don't know. So I've kind of got it laid out here, how they show it in this. They actually give you also this metal plate and metal gasket. I think that that's just in case you want to block off the actual valve itself. And and not use it for whatever reason. I don't know why you would have it and want to bolt that on, but it's there in case you need it. But I guess for us, we're not going to use that. We're just going to go something like that. So we'll do a little dry fit underneath the truck. So you can see the problem I'm having. When I cut off the catalytic converter, I cut it off, the cat ended about right here. I should have cut it more right here so that it was more of a, you don't get this little bend that it's getting. Because what it's wanting to do is, it instead of sitting nice and straight, it's wanting to sit down at an angle. So I'm gonna have to get some sort of extension right here. I'll get a little coupler, extend it a little bit, and then put everything on. So I was starting to mock everything up and was just having some issues, and so I called Granatelli or whatever their name is, and was going to get some clarification. Well, it turns out that they haven't updated their instructions, because what they tell you to do is to install everything like this, but with this longer bolt, and then a lock washer, as well as this nut. Well, you can see the problem. This one is the longer bolt, and that bolt hits on that, as well as it was basically just going to be hitting this clamp all over the place. So what they did was they revised their design to where on this cast part, it actually has threads inside of it, so you don't need a nut or a washer or anything on its backside. You're just bolting it straight into the cast part. So as you can see on this side, I put in one of the shorter ones. I haven't tightened anything up yet, but once I tighten it all up, it'll sit pretty much flush with the end of this cast part. So on, this is what, October of 2019. So really anything after that, you're not going to need any of this hardware. The guy said that they're just shipping all this hardware with everything out of habit still. So you don't really need any of this other than these 3 short bolts. All right, so we ended up coming to this shop. They're going to go ahead and install this bad boy and wire it. But I couldn't do it because I need a little extension pipe right here. And they're going to weld that on because this pipe was at too much of an angle to be able to just clamp this guy on. So we're gonna end up with a setup kind of like this, and then out of the pipe on the right, they're gonna put a Flowmaster 40 series muffler on there, and then it's just gonna exit straight out of there. We're not gonna do a tailpipe or anything like that just now. We're gonna wait until we replace axles and that sort of stuff before we figure out how we're going to actually have the exhaust exit. So they cut a little piece of pipe there, flared it, and now they're going to put a little slide into there, and now he's going to weld that guy up. No. Here's the muffler we're going with. It's the Flowmaster 40 series. So progress. Got a short little pipe here, muffler. Now he's doing the final bend, and a little side exit in front of the rear passenger tire. We're gonna do some startups and revs and that sort of stuff, and you'll be able to see the difference. As y'all have already seen, we got old exhaust going into the new. Got the exhaust cutout. There's the cutout side. And we got that. Then we got that Flowmaster 40 series going into just a little tailpipe, simple side exit. I'll do a video of this thing closing and opening. I don't know if the audio is going to be shit on it though. Or maybe I'll just turn it key on and I won't actually turn it on at first, and then you can just see the valve moving. Voila. All right, now we'll do a startup. Here's the setup we got inside. I had an old switch right here. The new one will fit perfectly in there, but I want a better switch. I want something a little cooler looking than this. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Try to do a little research on some different momentary switches I can get, and get something with some razzle dazzle. This is the way it's gonna look for now. Yes, I need to clean my floorboard. Shut up. I know. What else? That's about it. I'll post some part numbers and stuff as far as what I actually bought. The Ghirardelli, Granatelli, whatever cutoff that it is.